You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
One thing I've learned as I've gotten older is that I'd rather have 5 shirts I actually love than 20 that just sit in the closet. So when it's time to replace the basics, I want stuff that's going to last, fit well, and not make me feel like I paid designer prices. That's exactly why Quince caught my attention. They've got everyday staples you actually wear. Organic cotton tees, premium denim, tailored chinos, even Mongolian cashmere sweaters that look great whether you're heading to work or grabbing dinner afterward. The first thing I picked up was one of their black hoodies, and honestly, that sold me on the brand. It's incredibly soft, it feels way more expensive than what I paid for it, and it's become one of those pieces I throw on all the time. I can wear it casually on the weekend, but it also looks polished enough to work in those business casual situations where you want to look put together without feeling overdressed. That hoodie is what convinced me to try their t-shirts next. Don't get me wrong, I own plenty of those packaged t-shirts that get the job done when you're in a pinch, but I wanted something that looked a little more refined, felt better, and held its shape. The craftsmanship on Quince's tees really won me over. They have that premium feel without the premium price tag, and they become some of the first shirts I reach for. What also stands out is how they're able to keep the prices down. Quince works directly with ethical factories, skips the traditional retail markup, and that means you're getting premium quality at prices that are 50 to 80% lower than similar brands. And it's not just clothes. They've got everything from hotel quality bedding and bath essentials to cookware and travel gear too. Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/triviality. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/triviality.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Neal. I'm here with Jeff. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. It's a rainy and gloomy day, but
it is
made
crummy
it here.
outside, yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. I didn't need an umbrella, so.
That's true, but it's wet. It's a little chilly.
It's definitely wet.
It's very Chicago, so it was 72 or 80 or whatever, and now it's 50 and going down. That's why we live here, I guess, for all that good stuff.
Springtime.
Yeah, springtime, as Mel Brooks taught us in The Producers. Now, Matt is unfortunately not here. He did get a job, a very quick side job. I don't know if you remember, underwear sometimes has like Inspector 47.
Yes.
That's what he's doing right now. He's inspecting underwear.
Why did I think Inspector 47 was a hitman job?
It could be a hitman job, but he's looking at Costco underwear. So if you're at Costco, Matt probably physically touched the underwear to make sure it was stable.
The Gary brand or whatever.
Yeah,
Jerry?
he exclusively does boxer briefs for men. So hopefully Matt will have fun with that. And then Ken isn't here.
He's a huge supporter.
He's a huge supporter. And Ken isn't here today. He's actually he's climbing the world's second smallest mountain, just to make sure he could put that on his resume, which I think is in near Starved Rock here in Illinois.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just saying it is. You never know. He's probably in Starved Rock.
I mean, really interesting random bits of trivia.
I'm going to say that the second smallest mountain is in Starved Rock, and we're just going to go with it. Which someone will correct us. Please let us know.
I'm going to Google smallest mountains.
Well, yeah, let us know for later. But we have 2 special guests here today. We want to start with our first guest, who's going to be our teammate today, Oakland 5 supporter on Patreon, coming to us from Tennessee. Juan, how are you today?
I'm all right, Neal. How are you?
Doing great. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We're excited to have you here.
There's nothing really interesting about me. My name's Juan. I currently live in technically Kentucky, on the state line with Tennessee. So for about 100 feet, I got to pay state taxes now. So
Can you like build or have like an RV of some sort? You could be in both places at once, maybe. Would that swing over there?
No, Kentucky is much too serious about their taxes, so I can't escape it.
Well, we appreciate you being here today, and I know the listeners at home can't see what's behind you, but what is that? What's hanging behind you that's going to inspire our team name today?
So it is a blanket with the Blue Eyes White Dragon on it.
And that is from what?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. And so what is our team name going to be today? We kind of combine a reference that we make a lot on the show, plus your blanket.
That would be the fabulous Blue Eyes White Shut Dragon.
All right, we're going to be the Blue Eyes Wide Shut Dragon. I know in the movie Eyes Wide Shut, the password is Fidelio. Juan, is there a Yu-Gi-Oh term we can use instead of Fidelio to be our password?
I would suggest obliterate.
Obliterate. I love that. All right, obliterate. So that's going to be our team. Feel free to go against us at home. And that laugh you heard is one of our favorite guest hosts and just guest in general. He's in charge of the Trivia Hall of Fame. He's the author of the brain-boosting trivia book for adults. Coming to us from Ottawa, Canada, that is Paul Paquet. How are you, Paul?
I'm very good. The weather here in Ottawa looks like the same as what you're having in Chicago. It's gray and chilly and not very pleasant. So,
well, that's why you're here. You're going to brighten us up with some trivia. You always have the best questions. You're also a Patreon supporter at Oakland 5, which we appreciate. We got to just change
Absolutely.
yours to the Ottawa 5, I think, just in honor of you. Tell folks a little bit about yourself if they don't already know. You do so many great things with the Trivia Hall of Fame, but also an author. But what else would you like to tell folks?
The Trivia Hall of Fame election is going on as we speak, actually, at the website, trivialhalloffame.com. Might not be when this airs, so this is probably a waste of space to talk about that. I do run the Ottawa Trivia League. We're in a bunch of 24 places around Ottawa. And that's kind of that, really.
Yeah, and you've been writing questions, I think, for, over 20 years, right? Over 30 years?
Yeah. Well, the Trivia League itself is nearly 38 years old.
That's amazing.
Which is startling. It's been around long enough that there are people who have met, fallen in love over questions about Taylor Swift and plate tectonics, gotten married and have kids. So there are children who only literally exist because of the Ottawa Trivia League, which is a humbling situation.
And you're basically the godfather of all those children.
I think so. Frankly, I think they should all have been named for me. I'm kind of shocked that they weren't.
I think so, too. And I think in your bylines, maybe when people sign up to play, you should have a little, very, very fine print that says that I will be the godfather, and you must, have it in writing.
And the kids have to be named after me.
That's right.
That's a good idea.
Some version of Paul, Paulina, Paulette,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or just Paul, male, female, non-binary, all named Paul. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I like that. I like Paul for everyone. We're so excited to have you
Paul
here.
for all.
Paul for all. There you go. That's the slogan. Mm-hmm. We're excited, Paul. You're going to be hosting today. We're the Blue Eyes Wide Shut Dragon, and we're ready to go. So whenever you're prepared, let's get going.
All right. So what we're doing today is we run a game every week in the Ottawa Trivia League. At the end of the year, I take my favorite questions, and that is what I run as a corporate game for the preceding year, and that's what we're going to run for you today. Now, I actually do have a little bonus warm-up thing, which we can do. Each of these is either the name of an actual Catholic pope or a lyric in Savage by Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
So we'll start with Juan. Bougie.
That is a lyric.
It is. Let's do Jeff. Classy.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Neal. Hilarious.
Oh, you know what? I know the Megan Thee Stallion song pretty well. I'm going to say it's a pope.
It is a pope. It's spelled different than hilarious as the funny, but back to Juan. Nasty.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that's a lyric.
So there actually was a Pope Nasty in 480 BC. No, there wasn't. You're right. It's a lyric. Jeff. Innocent.
Oh, that's a pope.
That is
That's
a
few
pope.
popes.
It is a few popes. Neal. Pious.
Pope.
Yes. Back to Juan. Ratchet.
I think that describes me pretty well. That's a lyric.
Jeff. Sassy.
All right. I need to focus on the fact that I would give a fair amount of my hard-earned money to have the next pope be called Pope Ratchet.
Pope Ratchet the first.
But sassy, I'm going to say sassy's a lyric.
It is. And closing us out, Neal. Urban.
That's probably got to be a pope.
Yeah, it's several popes.
Several. Wow.
So we're going to start off with number one, Off to Meet Kublai. So there's a tradition that each round in the Ottawa Trivia Week starts off with something not terribly challenging. So don't overthink this. Number one, Off to Meet Kublai. I should say, the first 10 are all multiple choice.
Okay.
So you can call for the multiple choice clue. I think at least one of these you're going to want the multiple choice.
Okay.
But we'll see. So number one, what Netflix series about a Venetian explorer is not set in a swimming pool?
Ooh, okay. Juan, what are you thinking? I saw you smile there.
I believe that may possibly be Marco Polo. I do believe I've seen the preview of it pop up.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say it, I can totally see the poster of that.
It's called Marco Polo.
I think it's just called Marco Polo, right, Juan?
I believe that would be it. I'm not entirely sure, but I would go with that.
That's
I like
absolutely it. Yeah.
There you go.
I was looking forward to the sequel where they get a second Marco, and it's called Marcos.
Marcos. Have you ever? I remember playing Marco Polo a little bit, and I felt bad because when I was a kid, I was in the pool in the backyard. We used to have a pool, not anymore. It's been gone for a long time. But my brother was in the pool, and we were jumping around. And I was on a raft, or he was on a raft. I can't remember. And he jumped the wrong way, or I jumped the wrong way. And it's fast forward if you don't like gross things for 20 seconds here. But apparently, what happened was it was all in a flutter. His eye crossed my toenail and scratched his cornea. And he was, he still, holds it over me to this day. He's like, "You scratched my cornea." He's fine, but like, I feel bad. I felt bad about it still. But
that's an accident.
so thanks, Marco
I had
Polo.
both my corneas replaced actually because I had a eye disease.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. When was that? Was
Yeah.
that a long time ago, recently, or?
In 2021 and 2023.
Are they doing okay, though?
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
How does that work? That's very interesting to me.
As I told my wife, they get a rusty nail and just sort of scrape off the cornea. No. Actually, what they do is there's a very bright light. So you have to be conscious during the surgery, but you're anesthetized. And there's a very bright light, so you can't actually see the horror show that's going on with your eyes. But yeah, no, I got a transplant from a donor for both eyes, and I had been functionally blind before the surgery, and now I've got better than 20/20 vision. So
Wow,
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
it's a medical miracle. Like literally every day, I wake up and I'm grateful for this. So.
Well, it sounds like
That's incredible.
it was a great experience too, because when you first started describing it, it made me think of Peter Stormare in Minority Report with the bad sandwich, and he was, taking Tom Cruise's eyes out, and it sounds like
Paul
it
was in a bath of ice, and
it was bath of ice, but you were awake, anesthetized, and I'm so glad it's worked out now, and now you're a superhero. You got better than 20/20 vision.
every time I think of all of the horrible things we're capable of,
Yeah, that's
we're
great.
also incredibly capable of doing some amazing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just modern medical miracles. Grateful every day. Well, we'll go from that to resenting the baby boomers. So the category here is the boomers will never, ever let go. This might be one where you're going to want the multiple choice. I suspect you will. In what year did the Beatles win Best Rock Performance, and did the Rolling Stones win Best Rock Album for Now and Then and for Hackney Diamonds, respectively?
Okay. Before we get to multiple choice, Juan, do you know a lot about the Beatles or the Stones?
I do not. That is a badge of honor for me. I know nothing about the Beatles. So
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, you and Ken would agree with that.
So they were active, 64 to 71?
Yeah, and Stones, yeah. I mean, it's got to be early, too, because I've never even heard of Hackney Diamonds, so maybe that's early Stones. But, yeah, we'll take the multiple choice. Why not? For the listeners as well.
1965, 1970, 1975, or 2025.
All right, and then the awards you said were...
I don't like how confidently he said things like 2025.
Yeah.
The Beatles win Best Rock Performance for Now and Then. The Rolling Stones won Best Rock Album for Hackney Diamonds.
Wait, I'm trying to think, though. Maybe this is kind of a trick, because...
Yeah, that's why I'm...
Was Now and Then one of the documentary...
Oh.
Or things, and also their music's been licensed technically for like Cirque du Soleil and things like that. I wonder if it's like a more modern thing. Wait, Now and Then, is that that new song they did with John Lennon where they used his voice and then fixed it in with AI?
I'm not sure.
And Ringo and Paul. adapt or
Maybe.
recorded new?
Well, if you're talking AI, that 2025?
I don't know. What do you think, Juan? I could just be talking us into the wrong answer here, but what do you think out of all these choices?
I could agree with perhaps it being one of these newer like re-releases or documentary releases or special releases. 2025 would be fine with me.
You want to just try it?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to say 2025.
Yeah, it is 2025. The boomers will never, ever let go. Sydney Sweeney was in the Rolling Stones video for the lead single from Hackney Diamonds.
Oh, is that the one where she's in the back of the convertible
Yes.
with her hair blowing in the wind? I
Yes.
don't know how I know that. I probably saw a video of it randomly. I didn't know what it was for, but now I know.
Randomly.
Just randomly, yeah. It's either Euphoria or a Rolling Stones video. You never know.
Yeah. Number 3, Scarborough Fair. The Lakota practice of smudging involves burning what herb, mentioned in a Paul Simon song, and essential for Saltimbocca and Thanksgiving turkey.
What's the Scarborough Fair?
Parsley,
sage, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Sage is the only one I can think of burning.
Burning. Is that when they kind of walk into a house and they're like, I'm burning the spirits away with sage? Is that sage?
Probably.
What do you think, Juan? Sage?
Yeah, sage is what I was thinking right off the rip, not knowing anything about the song.
Well, if you've been 2 for 2 already, so maybe we'll trust your gut. So let's go sage.
Those are the 4 herbs mentioned in the Paul Simon song, and sage is the correct one.
Oh, nice.
Number 4, OnlyFans to the rescue. When the Albertina Museum and the Leopold Museum discovered that social media was censoring posts about art if they included nudes, what city's tourism board set up an account for its museums on OnlyFans instead?
I've heard of this.
And there is a multiple choice
Bugging
option
me.
for the first 10 if you need them.
Did you remember hearing this at all?
So a city.
Set up an OnlyFans for
For
their
their art?
museums. Yeah.
I did not hear of this. Are we looking at a city that has a ton of museums?
Well, yeah, but I can't remember which one.
Juan, have you heard of this before?
I believe I may have heard of this prior. Yes, it might have actually been here. I'm not certain as to what city it would be, so I'd suggest going with the multiple choice.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it.
Our choices are Amsterdam, Berlin, Oslo, Vienna.
Vienna, maybe?
I mean, Amsterdam seems like they have a funny sense of humor about
That's
stuff.
true.
And that's what Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go Amsterdam. Yeah, let's do it. I think you agree, Juan, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It is, in fact, Vienna.
Oh, Jeff, sorry. Good gut. That's all right. Juan and I will take the hit on that one.
I had no confidence.
We'll get it back. I'll get one wrong or get one right, and someone else will get. It'll all even out.
Absolutely. Number 5 is eccentric monarchs. Mad King Ludwig may not have been insane so much as he was super, super gay and excessively interested in arts and architecture. Of what place was Ludwig II the king?
Ken knows a lot about this because he had the privilege of visiting there.
And he wants to be Ludwig, King Ludwig.
I mean, no, I think Ken would rather be alive.
So he visited this place?
He did.
Wait, let me think of where he's visited that he's talked about a lot. Hold on. Is this in Switzerland?
No.
Or Sweden?
You're close.
Sweden?
No.
No.
You're
Stockholm.
close with Switzerland.
It's not Stockholm?
No.
Okay, where is it?
I
Iceland?
believe this is in Germany.
When he was in, where was he? Berlin? At the nightclubs,
He
in
was
the leather
in,
nightclubs.
He was, yes, but he was also in a couple other places, including Castle Neuschwanstein.
Ooh. Okay, so we're going with Germany?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm going to have you be a little bit more specific than Germany.
Neuschwanstein.
Is it...
That's the castle name.
well, more specific, is it not in Germany? Is it in like Luxembourg?
No, it's in Germany.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It is in Germany, but Germany wasn't a thing when Ludwig II was king. So
what would it be then?
The name of the country when he was king. Oh, was he Duchy of?
since you're so close, I'll tell you that Neuschwanstein is near Munich, if that helps.
That's not Saxe Coburg and Gotha.
Anything on this one, Juan?
I'm not sure. Maybe like Bavaria or something.
I could go with that.
Sure.
It is Bavaria, precisely. That's right.
Nice, Juan. See, you've got to trust Juan's gut, because trusting Juan's gut here, other than my mistake on number 4, we're 4 out of 5, so 40 points.
Yeah. Number 6, welcome to the cookout. What does it mean if you've been invited to the cookout? And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It means you're an ally of a certain community.
Yeah. I know this one. Juan, do you know this one?
I've been invited.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
What do you got?
So I have a few friends that have said this to me as a joke, and I believe it means to be an ally of the African American community.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, it's nice to get that message on Instagram.
You ever watch any of those videos of like people who would not be invited to the cookout? Like on YouTube and stuff.
The one who are definitely not invited, or you don't think they would be, but they are?
I've seen both.
Oh, yeah. I've seen both. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's nice because then you see someone who knows
really
something
funny.
about something, or like there's the really famous, not famous, but viral TikTok star for a while. He was like a 50-year-old guy with glasses who was like breakdancing from like the 80s, and everyone's like, oh, he's invited to the cookout. And then all of a sudden, Omarion and other music artists like joined with him on his TikTok, so it was pretty
That's
cool.
funny.
Yeah.
Number 7. What philosopher, this is philosophy, births and deaths.
Okay.
What philosopher came into being in Paris in 1905, but may have experienced nothingness when he died in 1980?
Ooh, died in 1980, but alive in Paris in 05?
Yeah, basically born in Paris in 05, died in 1980.
All right, Juan, what's your philosophy interests like?
I am lacking entirely in this subject, unless we're thinking of something like Nietzsche, but I believe he was German, so I'm really honestly not all that sure.
Now, since you have the Yu-Gi-Oh blanket, what would the philosophical mission statement of Yu-Gi-Oh be if Yu-Gi-Oh was a philosopher, would you say? Other than obliterate, which we know is our secret password for the Blue's Eyes Wide Shut dragon.
Just trust in the heart of the cards.
Trust in the heart of the cards. I like it. So, Jeff, we're looking for a philosopher who believes in nothingness, I would assume, here with Paul's clue.
Yeah, and I believe they also maybe were responsible for coining the phrase "hell is other people."
Oh, so let me throw some
I
random
think
names.
that's right.
Kierkegaard? No.
No, not Soren. Soren was a little bit older,
Jung?
and not French.
Okay.
Jung was German, I believe, or Austrian.
Okay. What about Jean-Paul Sartre?
Jean-Paul Sartre, I believe, is the correct answer.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. No Exit is a play, I think, about nothingness.
Oh, yes. No Exit. Yeah, that's right.
At one of my pub trivia locations, they put a sign up that said "No exit," and someone wrote "J.P. Sartre" underneath, and that is the correct answer.
That's great. I love that.
He's got a couple other middle names. I just can't remember what they are.
It's funny with philosophers, Paul, like when you told us it was 1980, I think, when he passed away, but I think you always think of philosophers as being like such a different time, and it was just 1980 that he passed away.
Yeah. It's like painters. I can't think of very many painters who are big deals now the way that Warhol or Basquiat or Haring were back in the day, right? But there must be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of the people I can think of. Well, I guess you have like Banksy.
Banksy, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Right.
I can think of a couple other like Jeff Koons and other like people who do art, not painting specifically, but
I always forget Jeff Koons is still alive.
yeah.
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 Number 8 is Barbie Goes Bizarre. You may want the multiple choice for this one. I'll just say. One of the weirder Barbies was Sugar Daddy Ken. In 2009,
Terrible.
I know. Actually, it's going to get worse.
Oh.
One of the weirder Barbies was Sugar Daddy Ken. In 2009, how did Mattel explain this away?
Wow. So how did Mattel explain away?
And you may want the multiple choice for this one.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Okay. He made his fortune in sugar processing. He really, really liked sugar. He was the daddy of a dog named Sugar. Or he paid young women to have sex with him.
Juan,
Well, I think the last one is the connotation that they're trying to avoid.
They're
So
trying
I don't
to-
think they would. I don't think they would lean into it.
but I think if maybe Mattel should be subversive one day, and that might get them sales. Yeah, what are you thinking, Juan?
I was thinking the last one.
The last one, yeah,
They're like, we're gonna own it.
on the
It's
box.
like, yep, it is a new era.
I think I have a problem with this because I think Sugar Daddy Ken being the father of a dog named Sugar is very clever, but I think it's Paul clever and not like corporate clever. I think they would. I feel like they would almost just go with the like, oh, he made his fortune and it's like a sugar processing.
Or do you
Like,
think since it's a kid's toy though, that would just be like he really, really likes sugar?
Yeah,
That's a tough one.
I do. The multiple choice is great because we're closer, but I also still feel like we're far away for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, Juan, I would love to lock in with he pays people to have sex with him, but what do you out of the 3 multiple choice? Which one? Your gut's been right. What do you want to go with?
So I agree with Jeff that perhaps the whole dog thing is not creative enough for the corporate peoples, but seeing as the world is always enamored with dogs, perhaps that would be the one to go for. But maybe he made his money stealing land from Hawaiians and growing sugarcane.
Yeah, let's go. You can do the coin flip. You got it, Juan.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the dog one.
Okay.
Yeah, Juan's gut is right again. It is the daddy of a dog named Sugar.
Wow, I'd love to see the board meeting for that one because you know that they were like laughing inside, like, oh, this is going to be so great. Like, I don't know, it's just funny.
Well, Sugar Daddy Ken was in the Barbie movie, very briefly.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Number 9, in the beginning, God created the entire universe in just 6 days. But on what day did he create cockroaches?
Well, we do want to shout out our Discord, who's been great community there, over 600 people. And they do a lot of play testing for us and for people who need help writing trivia questions. But Juan, you just joined and you are God, so you should know this question.
That's pressure.
That definitely is. You know, if I was really the God, I would say day 0 and the devil created them. But
so let's see. There's got to be some sort of language, right? That's like on day 1, God created insects and etc.
Well, he had to create the whole universe first. You know, you got to you start there,
right?
and then you get down to like the earth and stuff. And then I feel like the land animals were like the last thing he did.
Would insects
It
be?
was like a day 6 thing.
So would it be? Would land animals be after insects? Or?
I think he picked cockroaches because they don't fly. Because I feel like for some reason, God really liked birds more than he liked us, and so he's like, "I'm gonna do birds day 5."
Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you think about that one?
I can agree to that. Definitely one of the later days.
As a man in my 30s who is now obsessed with birds, and God is much older, I presume. So he also went through that period in his 30s where he was like, birds are cool.
Bird watching and leaving the oranges out for the hummingbirds. All right. Yeah. So whatever you want to go with, Jeff.
We're going to say day 6.
It is day 6.
Wow.
I had some flavor text about why it's day 6, and fortunately it's not attached to the file. So I encourage everyone to look up the Bible verse online and discover why God created cockroaches on day 6.
Ooh, why? Yeah. Or I mean, ooh, great. I was gonna say you should look up. We'll do it after the break, and we'll find out what it is.
All right.
It'll be a little tease.
It's something about he created things that crawled and flied or something. I don't quite recall what. Number 10, one more thing. What 70s TV detective played by Peter Falk got a second win in the 2020s, becoming a gay icon, especially among trans men?
Well, yeah. So this is a couple interesting facts about this. This is a great genre of detective TV, or even movies you want to call it, called the Why Done It instead of the Who Done It, because you find out who did it right away, and now you're figuring out how Columbo is gonna. Well, I just said the answer. How Columbo is gonna solve it. But Poker Face is also a Why Done It. But the first episode of Columbo, the premiere episode, which is a really great episode, was directed by a young Steven Spielberg. So we're going to go with Columbo.
Yeah, and Poker Face is a very direct homage to Columbo because they use the same title font and everything. So,
and she sounds like Columbo, or Howdunit, excuse me. That's what I meant to say. Very much like Columbo. But yeah, great show. It's a great show to go back to because it just looks great, and Peter Falk is hilarious. So after the first round here, so we picked up 40 in the first half. We picked up 50 in the second half. So we're at 9 out of 10. So 90 points. Before we continue, just want to say thank you to Paul and Juan for being Patreon supporters. If you want to join them, it's pretty easy. Just go to patreon.com/Triviality Podcast, and you won't have to hear ads like this, and you'll get a bunch of extra bonus content. And we do this show for our patrons, so feel free to join Paul and Juan over there. And we are back. We're going to throw it back to Paul.
So our midpoint, I'm calling this Jeopardy-style spoilers. So there are TV shows and movies whose titles are questions. I'm going to answer the questions. You give me the TV show or movie with the question mark in it.
Okay.
And parenthetically, if there are movies that are decades old that you haven't watched yet and don't want to be spoiled, you may want to fast forward a little bit. Okay. Although you should not wait decades to see movies. But anyway, A, she's living with her psychotic sister in a decaying Hollywood mansion.
Juan, do you know this plot line or no of this movie?
Not at all. I'm not very familiar with any movie before 1997. So
this was way before 97. I can tell you.
This was a movie for Paul. Maybe he would be surprised, maybe not. But my mom and I used to watch this movie all the time. So whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Oh, okay.
That's exactly right.
I heard of it at least. So
yeah.
B, it depends. It could be Tony or Mona or Angela, maybe even Samantha.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking there's a great bit in Community about this, if I'm correct. I think the question is, who's the boss?
Oh, of course. It's not Mambo number 5, but it's Tony Danza. So who's the boss? I like that.
It's who's the boss.
It's
C.
Angela.
Yes.
Angela's the boss.
Who knows? I never watched the show. I'm going for Samantha.
That's from the bit from Community. There's they have a whole class on who's the boss.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's Jeffrey, what's the one actor? Oh, you'll have to show you later. It's very funny.
C, it's parked behind a mail truck.
You got it, Juan?
Yeah, this one I definitely know. I think.
Yeah, go for it.
Is this Dude, Where's My Car?
It is.
That was Oscar worthy.
Ken was telling me he didn't get to watch Dude, Where's My Car when he was younger because his parents wouldn't let him, and then he saw it when he was a little bit older, and he's like, God, that's so bad. This movie sucks.
Well, as a kid, you want to watch it.
Talk about disappointment.
Yeah.
D, it was Judge Doom.
It was Judge Doom. Oh, is it? Oh my God, I have it on the tip of my tongue. Sorry, it's Who's Afraid of? Or no, not Who's Afraid of?
Virginia Woolf.
Close.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking of Roger Rabbit.
Yep.
Oh, that's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Thank you.
Yes, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Because I was thinking in my head, I kept seeing Christopher Lloyd, that's Judge Doom, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and I couldn't, and I was like, what the hell movie is he the judge in? But yeah, okay. How about that scene that was terrorizing as a kid when the cartoons get put into the vat of acid?
Yeah. So there are fewer of these movies or TV shows that are questions that I would have liked. So E is kind of tough. I'll tell you it's a British TV show from decades ago.
Okay.
So if you happen to get it, awesome. If you don't get it, no shame. So our answer is maybe by Mr. Humphreys or Mrs. Slocum, perhaps.
Let's see. Juan, do you watch British TV?
I do not. I don't have BritBox, so.
I watch a lot of British TV, and I'm just trying to think of the older shows.
I think this was a 70s show, but I'm not positive about that.
70s. Well, it's definitely not Faulty Towers.
No. Cagney and Lacey? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. The British cop show. This is another one that's kind of on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get it. So if you guys don't think you'll get it, we could just tap on it. I can kind of see it. I can see Mrs. Slocum.
Yeah,
but the name is escaping
I'm trying to think
me.
of just like 70s British TV shows, and after you name Faulty Towers, I'm trying to think of.
Well, there's a couple other ones that I've seen. I used to have on like reruns and stuff, and
like Benny Hill and
yeah, but especially with the question mark is throwing me a little bit.
there's Benny Hill more 60s, but
because a lot of my favorite British shows don't have question marks in it, even the old ones. So that's why I'm at a
Call
loss.
the Midwife.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm going to tap for me.
Yeah. So there's a small segment of the people listening who know this and are screaming it. It is, are you being served?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. But hey, it's a deep cut.
Yeah, I've at least heard of it though.
Now we've seen You Got Served.
Yeah.
About the dancing, but not Are You Being Served? After the movie question mark round here by Paul, we got 4 out of 5. So I'll just give us 5 points per question since it was in the middle. So that'll be plus 20, and we are going to be at 110 currently. So let's throw it to you, Paul, for the first question.
So there is a tradition in the Auto Trivia League that the first question of each round is not meant to be, exhaustively difficult. Don't overthink it. One of Auguste Rodin's famous bronze sculptures depicts a nude man sitting on a rock, doing something you are probably doing right now. What would that be?
Well, we know we aren't recording in the laboratory, Jeff.
Yeah.
Juan,
was he podcasting?
He could have been podcasting, and it was
the podcaster, that famous Rodin sculpture.
Juan, you seem like you might know this one.
Yeah, I was thinking this might be the Thinker, which I believe Rodin made for the top of the Gates of Hell.
Yeah, well, we agree. The Thinker, Thinking Man, yeah.
Yeah, I think Juan is right on every count there. Number 13, mixing metaphors and historical lore. What city was said to have been founded in 753 BCE, but we know it wasn't built in a single day in that year?
By Romulus and Remus, Neil.
I know we have
2 brothers.
Oh. So what are we looking at?
I think this is the city of several hills, Rome.
It is.
I can't remember how many hills. 7?
7.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, Seven Hills. Is that
7
was
Hills
the
of Rome?
City of Seven Hills?
Something like that, yeah.
It sounds like a kind of like one of those gated communities that you'd find in the
Were
suburbs.
Romulus and Remus raised by like a wolf or something? I'm trying to remember that story. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. I feel like, Juan, you know, you've already been so right on all these other lores. Do you know anything about Romulus and Remus?
I absolutely do not.
Okay.
Our next one is units of measure. I gave the horsepower its name, and a unit named for me is equal to 0.00134 horsepower. Who am I?
If I were to throw out a preemptive guess, maybe Watt.
Oh, okay. So Watt named horsepower, and then a watt named after Watt is 0.00134 horsepower.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
I was originally thinking joule, but a joule is much smaller.
Yeah, I
like a
Watt.
much smaller unit of energy.
Yeah,
So.
let's do that.
Juan's right again. It is James Watt.
Nice, Juan. The Juan's gut is on fire today. And hopefully you have some Pepto-Bismol, Juan.
Yeah, hopefully his gut is not actually on fire, because that would be painful. Our next one is about Monopoly. In the official Monopoly rules, what happens when you land on free parking?
Cool. I notoriously do not like Monopoly because I'm terrible at it, so I'm going to leave this up to you, gents.
I like how that's the reason you don't like Monopoly. I don't like Monopoly because it ends families.
Well, yeah, I don't like counting the money.
I have some thoughts on this that I will share with you in a moment, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Juan and Jeff, you're on the clock.
So I'm a big fan of Monopoly because I get to be mean on purpose. And I believe that in the rules, nothing happens in free parking, though most people put the tax money in that spot and get it. But I believe it's nothing. It's a free spot.
See, that would be called a lottery, but it's not. It's called free parking. So I would agree with Juan. Nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. The reason people hate Monopoly is nobody plays it correctly. There's a rule in Monopoly that if you land on a property and
It goes
don't
up for
buy
sale.
it,
Yeah.
bingo.
Goes up
And
for
that,
auction.
and that changes the game entirely because you go almost immediately into the death crunch of the game where all the properties are sold. And anyway,
Do they have
That's
like
my-
a professional Monopoly league? I'm curious to see if like people who actually know the rules are playing it, if it would be any more interesting, you know?
there would have to be, don't you think?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
mean,
there's leagues for everything.
If there's anything that you could be possibly good at. Plus, there's statistical distributions for like best properties to buy, like value for
They
dollars.
figured that out. Somebody did computer analysis. It's one of the yellows or St. Charles Place, maybe. Oh, it is St. Charles Place because there's a card that directs you there. So that plus the distribution of the dice, St. Charles is the best one to get. And I think New York might be second best. 17 is the other half of the battle. Not 17, whatever number we're on. The other half of the battle. Knowing is half the battle. The other half probably involves fighting Cobra. What toy line and cartoon is this?
Oh, yeah, of course. Did you have any of these, Jeff?
No. There's a traumatic family history with this character. So
Oh, is there? Okay.
yeah.
Juan, you know this, I'm sure. You knew all about your sugar
Actually,
daddies.
we need to back up on the traumatic family history involving this character.
So my uncle was very excited. He thought he was receiving this character in an action figure form when he was a child
Okay.
because
Like Jingle All the Way, kind of.
he opened the box and the box had the character name on it. But what he didn't realize was the box was just a box. His cousin was the one who got the G.I. Joe. And he got a G.I. Joe box full of socks. For
Oh,
Christmas.
no.
So
He's been salty ever since.
every Christmas, my uncle brings up this same story as if we've never heard it before. But apparently, it is the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to him.
Now, has anyone tried to relive this and given him a new G.I. Joe box, but also had socks in it, but then like from the back go, hey,
I mean, I kind
G.I.
of want to
Joe.
give him like a shoebox with a G.I. Joe in it, but
Yeah, or a bag of like a sock box or bag with a G.I. Joe in it.
call it the reverse G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Hopefully that's correct, Paul.
It is G.I. Joe. Our next one is wedding songs.
Here, I'll do after 5 in the first half of the second round, we picked up 50. We're at 160.
Excellent. So this will be number 6, wedding songs. In 2024, Brides magazine looked at Spotify wedding playlists and found that when the clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade, there's still time to figure out that what song was the most popular, appearing on about a quarter of those playlists.
Seeing as I have only been to one wedding before, and it was my own, I'm just gonna guess and maybe say it was WAP. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know.
I can tell you it's definitely not WAP.
Okay, so
Okay.
I have to tell you something about WAP.
And the sun.
So
begins to-
while you're thinking about that, Neil,
I got it. But go ahead.
I
I got it.
swear to you
Yeah.
that there was a Kids Bop version of WAP
No.
called Waffles and Pancakes.
No.
And I cannot find it on the internet for love or money.
Oh, there has to be, though. Oh,
I-
my God.
I
That's
feel
so
like-
perfect.
And because my wife and I agree that we've both heard this song and we don't think we're being deluded. So like, I think it's a thing that existed but got taken down and I cannot find it.
Well, there's.
I mean,
is it Waffles and Pancakes, the Moonies, 2021? I said I'm a kitchen geek, 7 days a week, sourdough tasty, crack the eggs and add the milk.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it could be a massive Mandela effect, but that has to exist. That it would be so
I think
awesome.
it's a song that exists and I thought it was Kids Bop and maybe it was just someone like doing it in a Kids Bop style.
I like waffle and pancakes, though. That's a good reverse question for Paul for later. Is waffle and pancakes inspired by the song?
I'm going to
Wedding?
look that up.
All I know
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
it makes that syrup game weak, Neil. So
Yeah. So I finally got the lyrics because it's the beginning of the song. So I was trying to find like the chorus and it wasn't coming to me. But then and the sun begins to I want to dance with somebody. Whitney Houston.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. So
Yeah.
I was like, I think that's what it was. Okay.
Our next one is called household conflict. This is the subject of intense debate in many homes. Oprah takes the side that 2/3 of you do. Doing it Oprah's way reduces the coefficient of friction while optimizing tensile strength and improving alignment stability. Moreover, Seth Wheeler's 1891 patent features an image that also takes Oprah's side. What is this household debate?
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't? I'm just thinking of Oprah going, were you silent or silenced? That's what I keep thinking.
All I know is that there's definitely a technique that I don't think I learned it from Oprah, but it does improve tensile strength. So
What is tensile strength?
I also believe that there's there are great one-handed methods that you can utilize for this.
I don't know what we're talking about. It's getting dirty, though. Juan, what do you got?
Yeah, I was in the same mind as you, Neil. I don't think I thought correctly about what he was talking about. I'm not sure.
All right, we are Blue Eyes Wide Shut Dragon, but I must have a mask on.
Paul, would you say that the 1/3 of people have cats?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a shame. Is this which way you put on toilet paper?
Bingo. Yeah.
Wow.
The reason I ask about cats, you have a cat, Paul, is I've always heard that the reverse method is preferred by pet owners because then they can't bat the whole roll off.
Oh, interesting. No, our cats did that for a week and then stopped. So
I just got over it.
Little chaos goblins for a week and then
yeah.
So
All right. Our next one. Who have names about something other than a man? What 2022 Oscar-winning Sarah Polley movie definitely passes the Bechdel test?
Well, it's not Dawn of the Dead. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's definitely not Dawn of the Dead. I can tell you that.
Yes. She's become a very good director. She was a great actress before.
why am I like totally blanking on who this is?
Sarah Polley, she was in Dawn of the Dead, the remake that Zack Snyder did, and she's been in a lot of indie movies and TV shows and stuff. I believe this is. Just thinking of the name of the movie. It's. I don't want to say it's Amish, but it's got kind of an Amish vibe where they're in sort of in a society where there's a lot of sexism and things like that. And I think I'm trying to remember if Frances McDormand is in it. Is it women talking? That would make sense with the Bechdel test. Is it women talking?
It is women talking.
Nice. Okay, that was one I didn't see, but I do remember seeing the interviews that she was in for that movie, and it had a stacked cast, if I remember.
Yeah, it did. It did. Our next one is sad history, funny question. Actually, everybody expected this. They had to give you written notice in advance so you could prepare your defense. So its chief weapon wasn't a surprise. But amongst its chief weapons were fear, ruthless efficiency, and an almost fanatical devotion to the Pope. What is this judicial exercise referenced in a Monty Python sketch?
Juan, anything?
No, I'm actually not all too familiar with Monty Python, except I recently started the Holy Grail, got to the part about the Black Knight and gave up.
No.
That's it.
I'm trying to think. Devotion to the Pope. We're not talking about like Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, Neil.
Yeah.
That's a Python bit, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I guess, I mean, is it, what was the name of the category, Paul?
Sad history, funny question.
I mean, yeah.
It fits both.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, we'll go Spanish Inquisition.
It is a Spanish Inquisition. This is a thing, I'm Gen X, and my generation is fanatically devoted to Monty Python, but perhaps not the generations that followed afterward. Our next one. So this is a tough one, I will tell you. And our last one, by my account. Mm-hmm. In 1988, this country was bordered by 3 other countries, none of which exist today. Today, it borders 7 entirely different countries. But the country itself hasn't changed any of its borders since World War II. What is the country?
Could it maybe be something like Romania or something that?
It could be. I mean, honestly, throw a dart, Juan. If you've got any inkling, I'm not picking this one up.
It's Romania where Dracula's from. Let's go with Romania.
Okay.
We're actually looking at Poland. It was surrounded by East Germany, or the German Democratic Republic, Czechoslovakia, and the USSR. USSR is broken up. Czechoslovakia is broken up. East Germany is now the Federal Republic of Germany. So that is Germany.
Wow. Great question, Paul.
Germany or Poland?
Sorry, Poland. Yeah, it is Poland.
Weird.
So
I thought about Poland, but I couldn't think of 7 countries it touched.
Yeah, well, Czechoslovakia is broken into. It still actually borders Russia on Kaliningrad, I think.
Right.
And 2 or 3 of the Soviet republics. So.
Oh, yeah, Lithuania, Belarus, and Ukraine. Wow.
Yeah. So congratulations at home if you got that.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, if you let us know if you got that. That was a great question. And then speaking of the score here, so we picked up 40 in the second half of the second round. And that technically brings our score to 200. Since we did the 5 questions in the middle, if you can give yourself an extra 20 points if you got 4 right like we did. But yeah, we're going to end the game with 200 points, which is a very respectable score. First of all, if you'd like to join Patreon, we'd love to have you join Paul and Juan. You can go to patreon.com/Triviality Podcast. One of the things that we do is we make sure we direct you over to Discord, which Juan just joined, which is a great community over there. But also you get all of these episodes ad-free, get our bonus episodes that we host that come out weekly as well as the crop drop. But really, most importantly, Juan and Paul can kind of see we got a brand new recorder because our other one broke, and it was all thanks to the patrons, and got some new dry erase boards and chairs and things that we're helping to make the experience of recording better for us so that we can keep recording more and more for you, so we don't miss an episode, because we've never missed an episode out of whatever, Jeff.
Well, we're almost at 500.
500 main feed episodes, and yeah, so no reruns ever on our show. So we do our best to make sure it's always new content for you. So thank you to Paul and Juan. And if you'd like to join them, you can go to patreon.com/Triviality Podcast. All right, Paul, let's go to you first. Thank you so much for hosting today's game. If you want to find more of Paul's questions, obviously you can grab his great book that we have in the studio here, the Brain Boosting Trivia Book for Adults. You can check out the Trivia Hall of Fame. But Paul, any shout outs, anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Really just everyone be nice to each other, because it's a rough time and it's a good time to be good to each other.
Well spoken. And we want to do a little message too, which is great, because when we met and we started playing trivia, we went to Jay Borsum's game.
Yeah.
We started a podcast, met Paul, and Jay started talking about doing some podcasts, started doing great podcasts, live streaming, especially over COVID, and who is in the Trivia Hall of Fame? Our friend Jay. So congratulations to Jay.
Just elected last year.
Yeah, a great personality, a great person.
Guinness record holder. So congrats to Jay again. And it's just a small world how we're all connected through trivia. And I know you're doing that consistently, Paul, bringing people together. So thank you for doing that. Juan, awesome partner. I think you basically scored most of our points today. Your gut was on fire, as we said. Thank you for being an awesome teammate. Any shout outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, I just want to shout you guys out. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here. Want to shout out my wife and our pup Yoda.
Ooh, what kind of dog is Yoda?
It looks like a rat, so I'm not sure.
That's awesome, though. Well, you'll have to send us a picture of Yoda. Well, thank you for joining us. You're always welcome back, Juan. And thank you so much for supporting the show. We also want to thank our network, Airwave Media. You can find my other podcast on there if you'd like. It's called Curated by Chance, where we talk about art and film, which is really, really fun. And we have some great topics on there. You can go check out Who Arted and the Film Vault, as Ken likes to say every time. But for Ken and Matt, who are not here today, but for me, Jeff, Paul and Juan. My name is Neal, and that was Triviality. We'll see you next week.